Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play video blogcast thing. I'm AWAC,
I'm Gamadev.
and we're trying out Need for Speed from Electronic Arts, or Rodent Track, or one of the two. It's called Rodent Track's The Need for Speed.
Rodent Track presents the Need
Rodent
for
Track presents The Need for Speed, yes. The Need for Speed.
Yes, this was...
Which was recently released as a major motion picture.
Yes, starring not Paul Walker. Starring Jesse from Breaking Bad, if those of you who watch Breaking Bad. I saw some reviews, Savage, like, how'd they find all those co-stars who are shorter than he is? It's like, he was not the most intimidating character on Breaking Bad. But, yeah. Pioneer Productions. This is a small office, I believe, associated with EA Canada. I think might have been EA Burnaby.
Ah, okay.
Which they no longer had. They basically gave the Need for Speed license over recently to Criterion.
Ah.
And then I understand they then turned another studio off of Criterion to make just Need for Speed.
Oh, okay.
So because the Criterion guys had Burnout for the longest time.
Yeah, right.
And people were kind of like...
I should enjoy Burnout. I haven't played it for a while, but I still enjoy it.
I mean, the latest Need for Speed, the last two are basically Burnout.
Okay.
I mean, so... because basically people love the gameplay of Burnout, but the name Need for Speed is considered more prestige, so it's like...
Well, it's been around longer, certainly.
Yeah. But yeah, this one was very much a simulation.
Oh, so they're trying to do accurate vehicle...
This first one, yes. And then when it got ported, it got dumbed down because, okay, I remember this. This came out December 94, I believe.
Sounds about right.
And we had this at the office.
Tired of warming the bench?
One of the office meetings, Friday meetings.
Yeah.
And they had side by side with the newly released PlayStation
with Ridge Racer?
Ridge Racer in it. And I remember Martin
Tyler?
Hunt.
Martin Hunt, okay.
We were looking at at them, and he thought this one was the PlayStation one, and I said, no, that's the 3DO. And he looked over at Ridge Racer, and they looked at this one. He goes, oh, we got nothing to worry about. Because put them side by side. This looks better, but it's not. We know how that went. People liked, I guess, the arcadey style a little better, and so that's why when this came on the PlayStation, they massively upped the cartoony physics and toned down the simulation, and it became very much like Ridge Racer. And it's kind of funny because Sony, I think, looked at Need for Speed, this one, and then said, oh, we need something like that, and they developed like Gran Turismo, which is like a Puritan, which now lives today as a fetishist, car fetishist thing. Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, great! Now figure out how this UI works.
This guy, sadly, passed away very recently. Brennan Baird, I'm going to say his name is. And
he's just the
he plays X-Man.
Just X-Man is the name.
His name. Yeah, I don't know how
the name of the character.
Marvel.
You got two options. You can take this baby out and run her up against the clock. Or for the initiated, I suggest a little challenge. A little one-on-one, a little mano-a-mano.
He's your adversary in the game, and he's basically the guy you're supposed to be racing against. He's the guy in the other car.
So this guy is like early 90s Tood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they cut him from all the other versions, as far as I know, except maybe the PC had him in it, but because that was closer to the 3DO version than the other two. Than the the PlayStation. I think there was a Saturn version. But they cut him out.
There's a completely different character in every aspect, but I'm reminded of Lance Boyle from the Mega Race. But he wasn't a competitor. He was the
announcer.
He was the announcer. Yeah.
Yeah. Announcers. Dolby surround.
Thanks for the Courier font, guys. That works really good at 320 by 240.
Whatever.
Ah, yes, Dolby Surround had just come out.
Are they going to show you what the control panel is?
Oh, good.
Downshift, upshift.
Yes, everyone was buying new television sets so that you could listen to Star Trek: The Next Generation in surround sound.
Let's see, accelerator. I'm really torn here as to what to do here.
Okay, somebody had way too much free time to animate this.
No, that's an easy thing to do. That's an easy thing to program to do this. So it's like, do I want to use the shift buttons for turning, or do I want to use
the joypad for turning?
I'm guessing that probably.
Geez, you can't have. Wow, interesting. You can't have the.
I want the accelerator on the A button internally. Okay, that's probably more like it. That makes more sense to me.
All right, turning on the shoulders. A, B. Yeah, okay. Control. Config
okay.
4.
Yeah, well, yeah. Novice auto shift. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, is that? Do I hit? See, there. You think they've almost gotten this down? Okay. So that's obviously start the race.
Mm-hmm.
This is
select your car, I guess.
maybe. Oh, that's right. You have to, like all the games. I think this.
You
This
have
might be
to,
the
you have
one.
to fight your way to new cars.
Helps put the VT's 492 brake horsepower to the ground. Up to 15% of the power is put through to the front wheels when the rear's brake
You know, the
traction.
modern games,
Slight understeer through
price 250,000. Modern games, you start off with like a Honda, and you'd have to unlock. Then you unlock. You spend like
The two-stroke,
20 hours unlocking these things.
a
Or
two-stroke leaf
nowadays,
blower and work your way up.
thanks to the ability of, you know, of DLC and
Oh, God.
consumables,
Oh,
you could
God.
just buy the car. There's been some major backlash about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
yeah,
just so much backlash that apparently there was a
I mean,
session at
this-
GDC called Managing Backlash.
get to see some videos. This was where they spent their money on the Road and Track. I don't know if the other ones were called Road and Track Presents the Need for
This
Speed.
is pre-Top Gear, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I
I
don't
can
know.
just see
I don't
Jeremy
know.
Clarkson farting around in this somewhere.
I don't know. When did that start in the UK?
I don't recall.
But yeah, look at these lovely videos.
Yeah, less than 20 years ago.
Yeah. Whereas, like, meanwhile, like Ridge Racer, the entire game fit in memory. 'Cause remember, they thought that was a
Right.
feature that you could pop the disc out and then pop a CD in while
with
you're playing
different
Ridge
music.
Racer because everything there was no streaming because they didn't know how to on the PlayStation at that point in time when they launched it. So, and I remember they had that problem too with streaming on the when they did the Need for Speed port.
Oh.
They actually broke up the tracks instead of one long track. They actually would break it up into load sections. You do a tiny little section, load.
Oh,
you
you're
know,
going
so-
through a tunnel.
Yeah, it was not fun. And the other thing, I should maybe you should look this up. There is a way. There is a in-game cheat code for this to disable the dashboard. So basically, you're driving.
Oh, just stuff.
It's
Just
not.
out.
You could do it.
Just
Yeah.
stuff. I'm sorry. Just the rendered out the actual
Right.
road.
So you're still playing from the car's point of view, but
Uh-huh.
it gets rid of the dash. It greatly increases the sensation of speed, and it was added to the the other ports.
Okay.
Because they were said, oh, it's like the other ones are much faster. It's like, okay, yeah, they've artificially inflated the speed. Frame rate wise, it's not actually going that much faster. And just being able to see the road rushing past you without the dashboard there greatly increases the sensation of speed.
Okay. Oh, hello. I see what you're saying.
So it's like, oh,
Okay, have you started yet?
I'm going backwards. Now he's going to say something snarky.
Nothing.
More than you bargained for? Too real for you? If I were you, I'd keep this little episode quiet.
Okay, feather hair.
A lot of just look at a high score of that. Oh yeah. Wonder how much that takes up in the old 2K of RAM. Basically,
Well, I
get
get
the
4,000 points for doing nothing.
it's the
What-
participation trophy that you get.
Okay.
Okay. I have not played this in a long time.
Okay. I haven't really
Now-
played it at all.
Now-
Which is why I handed the controls over to you.
Well. So anyway,
All right.
this was one of the games I bought for my parents when I got them a 3DO one Christmas.
Oh, okay.
My mom does not drive in real life. She never has. She never learned to drive for
Huh,
whatever
okay.
reason.
All right.
I guess she's just at that perfect point in time, and also because, you know. Oh, that's right. I set the
Yeah, the shoulder buttons are steering for you, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. So this frame rate is much better than I remember. Ah!
Now, my mom, she used to love. Oh, wait,
I think you have to throw it into reverse gear.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I set steer to. My mom, on the other hand, she actually made a game of her own, which was see if you can knock over all the lampposts
Really?
and street signs. And she just would literally go up to it and she would do this. She'd go, ha, smash. So basically, she just made her own game out of it. Because, she doesn't drive in real life, right? And after seeing that, I was not encouraged to say, okay, maybe there's a reason why you shouldn't be able to drive in real life. Now, has your mom ever played video games?
No.
No?
No. In fact, she just got her first... I gave it to her. She just got her first computer for Christmas last year.
Computer?
In 2013. Well, a tablet. First
That's-
computing
that's-
device.
well, let's be real now.
Yeah, I mean...
Tablet is not a real computer.
All right, but still,
I am
it's
purposely
the
driving on the
first
shoulder here
exposure
because
to
of-
any kind of modern computing at all, and it is fascinating to look at how someone who has never really used a computer before, just it is confronted by this. Because I mean, it occurred to me after I first gave it to her. So there's the wallpaper for the tablet, and then there's all the icons that do things, and she doesn't know how to differentiate from them. She thinks it's all just a picture. It's
Right.
it's just a featureless picture. And I realized
So remove the wallpaper.
right, that's what I did. I changed the wallpaper to something really, really simple so that it wouldn't confuse.
Right, didn't want to get one of those
the-
animated ripples on the
No,
pond? Or
yeah, no. I didn't want to do that because it was going to kill the battery. But so I've been helping her out with that. Crash damage. Yep. So I've been helping her out a little bit with
My fuzzbuster's going off there.
And the reason that she was interested in this at all is because all her friends have gone to email. So, we've got to get her on. We've got to get her on the Matrix. So
You
I got her.
have
So
to.
I got her an Android tablet for Christmas.
Yay. What?
But no. But the only prior exposure my parents ever had to computers was whatever I was messing around with in my bedroom.
Hello. Oh no, it is the man.
I hope we don't get carted to the big house.
And one of these other views, I can turn on the rear view mirror and it will show him coming up in my...
Yeah.
Not that one. No.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
See, this is the one where it's like I said, there is a cheat code.
Uh-huh.
There's a button combo to press that will get rid of the dashboard, but you play from this view.
Uh-huh.
And then the sensation of speed is really, really good.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I recognize these tunnels from Road Rash. No. I love the fact that when you spin out, you automatically jump out of the view. Just to, I mean, some people might find that annoying, but it's like to give you some sense of, orientation. Like,
Right.
oh, what happened? Because otherwise it might be a little confusing.
Express lane closed.
I'm driving on the shoulder because there's a funny video which my mom found
Uh-huh.
when she,
Okay.
which if you spend a lot of time like over here,
Yeah.
he will make a little snarky remark about it.
Oh. Hey,
Yay,
got
got
another one.
stars
Too bad that doesn't keep score on that. Or does it? Damage, environmental damage? Or
Well, they just literally just lay the sprite down when they don't.
Yeah, I
it
saw
doesn't
that.
There's
That
no
was-
physics that goes flying or anything. We're gonna save that for the sequel, which we never got.
Oh!
Nope, going the wrong way. Eventually, we'll get there. It's a leisurely drive.
So they're trying. Yeah. So they're trying to simulate an actual.
Yeah,
Lamborghini.
this is more. Yeah, it's definitely physics. You can get some major error in these things too, which is kind of fun. You're not playing like slot cars like you are in Ridge Racer essentially.
Now, what was when M2 was being worked on? The studio guys were trying to work on an accurate racing simulator.
Yes, IMSA Racing,
IMSA Racing. That's right.
which I have a copy of.
Oh.
We will have to play that
Yeah,
at some
we
point.
will. We will. We'll have to dig that up and.
Which yes, they licensed the car physics engine from that was used in this as well. I guess I don't know if they licensed it from EA or they licensed from the people who licensed the EA license from.
Nice
Which
change.
I actually think go all the way back to hard driving. I think they actually.
Oh. Wait, Hard Driving. That was
Atari.
It was Morrison worked on that, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think
Jim
they
Morrison?
had a yes. I think they had an external physics guy.
I see. Okay.
Shoulder.
Yep.
Does the word shoulder mean anything to you? Well, I guess we can throw out the old driver's ed manual. If it's flat, you're going to drive on it.
I don't understand why they took this out of the final. Highlight reel. Oh, please. Let's see the
Let's see
highlight.
what that is.
Which is kind of cool. I mean, does that mean they actually recorded all your game data and then so they could play it back? Got to eat up a.
Tailgam.
I guess you can replay the entire race, which means they're devoting a good chunk of RAM to
Yeah.
recording all the.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh, you mean this lovely 3-point turn? Anytime I probably make contact with another car, they probably say that's an event you got to record. That. Yep. As I sneak by the officer and evening officer, nothing going on here.
You almost recovered that perfectly.
Almost, yeah. One of these I did recover.
Yeah. Squish.
So has your mom been introduced to Angry Birds yet?
No. Nope.
Do you want to introduce her to Angry Birds?
Not really.
Or how about Threes?
I suppose. I don't know what that
You
is.
basically, it's a game you spend $1 for, where basically you're a human spreadsheet. Like if I want to do math, I'm not going to pay you money to do. I'm not going to pay you money. You're going to pay me. It's like really dumbed down Sudoku, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, she really likes Sudoku, so I did install a Sudoku app for her. But
Really.
again, it's just
She's
a
like my
question of-
dad. She probably likes mahjong, or not mahjong, but I guess Shanghai. You know, the one where you're actually, not real mahjong, but the start of it counts as, or is he just redoing it? Through traffic. Okay. Oh wait, where's the?
But again, it's just she's got to get used to the user interface concepts.
Oh wait, do I want to continue? I want to select the track because there's like the extended. There's some really lovely tracks here, I guess.
I get. Yeah, that looks like.
The city.
From the tranquility of suburbia to the pandemonium of
Alpine, coastal. Coastal, is that the one? That's the one that ends with. Well, here we'll go Alpine.
I'm trying to find the.
And then,
Here it is.
what?
Okay, during the game, switch to first-person view and press the following on controller 2.
Ah,
Up plus L plus A. And that makes the dashboard turn off.
oh, it's kind of like the old Control Alt Delete up LA, which still works as like both triggers and the black button is like on the Xbox controller. It was sort of like Control Alt Delete, and so we're gonna do
This
the
is-
Alpine track.
This is weird.
Somebody would have to.
Amazing accidents that don't occur cheat. When loading a race versus the computer, press and hold LR and left. When you get to the starting line, quit the game. Restart the game again. At the loading screen, press and hold LR and up. You'll get to the starting line, quit again, restart the game. At the loading screen, plus and hold LR and right. Get to the starting line and quit. Start the game again for the fourth and final time. At the loading screen, press, hold LR and down. This time, race. Whenever you race, press X to make amazing accidents happen to cars near you.
Hey, the
Hey, it's
cows
the
are
back
back from road rash.
Moo moo moo. Moo.
So notice the cops never go after X.
Nah, yeah. Hi there. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh no, uphill.
See if I can get some air.
108. I think the hills are a little too gentle for that.
Oh, for a baton. Now, see, why wasn't that a cheat? I guess the spectacular crash thing. I imagine it's basically the cars will probably just catapult straight up in the air as you go by.
Ah, yes. It's Highway 85 to Half Moon Bay, I think.
Really? You think?
Well, it's,
Yeah,
well, it's
kinda.
got that nice steep and twisty whatever.
See, nowadays they would just make a. They just use Google Maps data and just
Yeah. Rather than drawing it themselves.
one of these buttons I think turns on the rear view mirror. Oh wait, no, I can't remember. I think I did accidentally click the handbrake there. Hi, officer. Gonna come after me? Throw out the spike strip?
I don't understand. There's no stars.
You mean GTA stars or
Yeah,
you mean
GTA
Mario
stars.
Kart stars?
It is always stars.
Blue shell, no. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ah, yes.
Geez, the law enforcement presence in
And
this
the-
universe is pretty high.
Whoa, was that a moose? Now, in real life, they'd be bounding across the road, aiming straight for your car.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a problem around here, like it is in the Midwest?
No.
Where do you see like they don't have, you ever see like deer crossing signs or whatever, kind of warning you? It's like
Occasionally, but I mean,
With
it
the
doesn't.
old-
Well, okay, so I'm not driving the hills very much, but it doesn't happen. It's never happened to me terribly
oh, if
often.
he gets in front of you, basically. it's
Oh,
yeah. Go after X-Man, would you please? Thank you
well,
very
he was
much.
behind you. There he goes. Spinning out on gravel.
You mean on foliage or whatever? Green gravel?
Could have been painted.
As we're winding our way up, and I guess this is basically it's probably California, since which is odd because this is made in Canada. They you start up here, soon you'll get into like the snowy areas, like apparently there was some snowfall around here recently.
Oh, there you go.
I want to say like Thursday or Friday, they were the rain up in the mountain areas was actual snow.
Huh.
Yeah.
And we
They had a
got
thing
little-
about you had to have chains on your car and stuff.
We had a little rain here a couple days ago.
Yeah, in the Midwest around here, you would see like deer crossing signs, and they actually have a campaign which is like "Don't veer for deer."
Really?
Basically, it's like you don't try to avoid deer. You're more likely to be damaged than if you just hit them, because you would likely just go off the road.
Uh-huh.
Hi, officer. Oh, you're probably gonna come after me, aren't you? The cops out here must have really good have a great budget to
Yeah.
afford a car that can keep up with a freaking Lamborghini. Okay. Hey, there's X. Oh no! Is he catching up? Nope. I'm not hearing the little blip
dinky-dinky-dink,
anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, does that indicate someone law enforcement in front of you, law enforcement behind you?
Of course, they never go after X.
No, they don't.
I guess he paid
Is that
off
just
the
a bridge,
cops.
or is that?
No, it's, Bridge racer. No. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my god, oh no, I was at the end. And down there?
Yeah,
His
what's-
James Dean's car down there.
Oh.
Oh, what? Too soon?
Fancy driving. Unfortunately, every cop west of the Mississippi's looking for you, but hey, fancy driving.
Couldn't
Was
they
he a
have ended the
radio-
take before he closed his eyes?
Was he a radio personality, or?
No, he's an actor.
Okay.
Was an actor. Look up his I looked up his IMDb. He was in stuff.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. nothing major. Not to diminish his career or anything, but wasn't like, hey, he later went on to be, I mean, nothing dishonorable or anything. But yes, it's sad. He was only like 50 or so.
Yeah, don't remind me. Oh, reverse. Or something.
It's like, ooh, climbing up into the mountains here.
Oh, is this stage 2 of the same, or is this the same track?
Yes, this is stage 2.
Okay.
Leg 2 of the...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the coast one is pretty cool too. Yeah, bite me. I think if you get like 3 tickets, the game's over.
That sounds about right.
3 lives, why not? Yeah.
Sure.
But it's clever because it's tickets, man. I think you can also damage your car.
Although I think in real life, if they catch you doing over 100, that's it.
Well,
there's
but this is California. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll let you go with the warning since you're making a video game and all. Or a crappy movie starring Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
Speaking,
the movie Bob gave that movie a serious drubbing.
Yeah. I watched those Cinema Stop guys who just do their review in the car after coming out of the movie.
Oh yeah.
And they did actually, relatively speaking, it wasn't a total train wreck as far as they're saying. It's just he had. Come on, lady. I'm just could be a gentleman, I guess. I just can't think of any self-respecting man who would drive a car that color. Uh-oh, he's gonna catch up. Sometimes you can force the cops off the road, but it's much harder than say road rash.
Yeah. Or force them into a collision of some sort.
Hey, look at that red guy in front of me. He's red. Come on, you gotta go after him. He's red.
Look out for the lake. Ah!
Look out for the Golden Gate Bridge, or not. I don't know what bridge that's supposed to be. It's like, we didn't want to do the Golden Gate Bridge, so we'll do something kind of like the Golden
some
Gate
programmers Bridge. Showing off somewhere. It's like, look, we can do a bridge. Look, we're fading in more landscape. No, he's getting further away.
Isn't he eventually out of his jurisdiction? Oh, sorry. Next county over. Somebody else's problem, not mine. Like the cop in Giant Gila Monster. I'm sorry, that's out of my jurisdiction. Uh-oh. Think he's just going to give up? Your car just magically slows down. We'll assume he's got some EM pulse thingy. Oh, hey!
Aha! All right.
I crashed the cop. Yeah, that won't cause any repercussions whatsoever in this universe.
No, you're fine.
Where's the helicopter?
Oh. Fight straight out of Spy Hunter.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah, see, that would have made a great early 32-bit. I mean, they later turned into like a PS2 game. Spy Hunter was kind of like this, and it was okay. But it would have been a great kickoff to the. Oh, jeez.
We just got rid of.
And
your
this
colleague.
guy too. It's the same freaking yellow car. I blame him. How did he get ahead of me? Oh, okay. It's like there's only a few car models or something. It's sort of a taxi cab, but not. Yes. So should we mention the previous podcast?
Oh, you mean concerning
Oh no!
concerning JPI?
Yeah.
I was actually going to mention.
Oh, he's got me magically slowed down. Wait, what?
What?
What was that?
I don't know.
I was going to T-bone him, man.
I actually was going to mention last week, as of this recording, the great Yahtzee Croshaw and his compatriot Gabriel recorded a Let's Drown Out of Jurassic Park for the NES. which I haven't listened to yet. I'm actually way behind on Yahtzee's Let's Drown Outs. But was there something you wanted to bring up, or?
Well, yeah, we sort of implied there was a contest.
Oh, yeah, we sort of implied that. You sort of implied that.
Okay. Hey, I keep my word.
Sure.
And I was, and somebody did actually. Well, multiple people did, but one person figured out your secret identity. Although I guess it's not that hard.
No, it's not.
Between Moby Games, he could probably figure this out really easy. Mm-hmm. So and located you, and then they made it really easy on the Starcade website, because you could actually search people by name. I didn't realize that. I thought they were going to have to go to archive.org. You'd have to actually they'd have to go through every video, since there's no metadata. But no, the guys at JM Productions apparently decided to make it easy, and so very quickly somebody found your earlier claim to fame.
Man,
that's actually why I asked if your mom played video games, because on Starcade they had the parents.
That's right.
The parent episodes,
the parent-child, yeah,
which was always a big sham. That guy was already in motion, and X-Men clipped him. He didn't go after her, but yeah. But and I thought, which was those were always funny episodes, because most of the time the parents couldn't play at all,
right?
And so like. They made the parents, they had to play a certain round, right? And so there's like, okay, what's the lowest scoring game possible that we can give to the parents that we can, make up for with like Star Wars or something like that that's really high scoring? Hey, look at this guy. He's passing me. So obviously, officer, you want to go after him.
You didn't say this game.
Keep expecting to see Devil's Tower in the background here.
Shoot.
I think if he gets you over to the shoulder, that's what it is. It's like he has to get you onto the shoulder and ahead of you.
Okay.
So if you can get me, you can like push me off the road. If I can just get to the finish line, which I think is shortly.
Yeah, I'm still a little puzzled as how he's able to pass you.
It's right there.
Yikes.
Oh shit.
It's this jerk again!
It's Yellow Man! Is he going to show up I guess if across the finish line, it doesn't count. That must be the county line. And, okay, X, what do you say?
Now that's what I like to see, a healthy disrespect for the law.
Okay.
Alrighty. So they found...
Dog, man.
Oh,
Well, you have me breaking a sweat there, bud. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend. I win, you lose. Oh, ain't it sweet?
Dude,
close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and thermonuclear war.
What's the continue, then?
I don't know.
Diablo.
Yep.
El Diablo. But yes, we have a prize ready for the person who you are going to contact, because it's your YouTube account.
Okay.
Get a shipping address for, and
do you recall the ID of the winner?
I would have to look at it. It was because it's not a real name; it's a YouTube name. So it's like
it's all Google, so they can all talk to each other.
What I mean, you have a phone, you can look it up.
Yeah, but I mean,
he listed the 2 episodes, and it was also lovely. YouTube does a timestamp on it. So. And if I vaguely remember the name, but I'm sure if I say it, I'll probably mess it up. So,
geez, where do we even start?
Right? Actually, I should look at these if I recognize any of these people.
Well, they are from EA Canada.
Oh, Frank. Recognize Frank.
Frank Gibault?
Yeah. Because he was... And Don Matrick, now at Microsoft. Wait, is he still at Microsoft? There's all this corporate head bingo that goes on there. Because I think Don Matrick used to be at EA. Then he traded places with the ex-Sega guy who was at Microsoft. So Don Matrick went to Microsoft the same time that he's head of EA Sports now. He was like Sega's most notorious guy in terms of.
He wasn't the Sega guy that we poached.
No.
Okay.
No. And he's famous for like getting the tattoo for like the release date of Halo on his arm or something when he went over to Microsoft or whatever.
I see.
He's like British, but but when Sega he moved over to live in San Francisco, and then that's why he wanted to come back to San Francisco. I think was because that's what I heard. But anyway. He's now head of EA Sports. Why is that name slipping my mind? But yeah, Don Mattrick. Then Don Mattrick, I think recently, I thought he went to Microsoft, and I'm not sure if he then left shortly after the Xbox One launch or what the deal is, and then went to, I want to say, I'm probably totally messing this up. I want to say some place like Zynga, but maybe not Zynga, or maybe it was. I don't know. If I had my tablet, I would tell you in a second. It's much easier on my tablet to do this.
Yeah, here I am trying to get the. Shut up! I'm just trying to get the. Jeez. Trying to get to the comments section on my
the
phone.
Android version of the thing.
The Android version of YouTube, which apparently. Did I let you look at comments?
If I remember correctly, if anybody's seen the end of the Coastal track, is kind of cool.
Okay.
Because do you remember the ending of the Coastal track?
No, I don't.
You'll get a chuckle. And if you can guess what it is, I'll give you. No. Yeah. What the heck?
Wow. Apparently.
Am I going to find it before you will?
Probably. I'm using the Android YouTube.
It's the
app.
last video you posted, so it's not like
no.
you have to
I found the video. What I can't seem to figure out is how to get the comments to come up.
Oh, I believe it's you had to.
There you go. He's got it too.
Yeah, I know. But if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's not. I think you had to expand it.
Oh, there it is. It's way on the bottom.
Yeah, it's they've recently.
Let's see. So,
they keep messing with the. Now, if you had, do you have a Chromecast?
No, I don't have a Chromecast yet.
Oh wait, does your TV even have HDMI?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Really? You sure they're not DVI ports, masquerading as HDMI?
I know they're HDMI ports because the cables keep falling out of them.
Ah, aren't we bitter? No, I agree. It's like HDMI is like really like the worst cabling standard ever created. I mean, it's just like the fact that there's a 1.4 is like was really a joke. Like there's no reason for 1.4 to exist if they actually did their standard correct, because it doesn't actually do anything. Wait, can I pause? Oh, look, you can pause. Awesome.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, this is looking like Outrun here.
Except you don't have a.
Oh, here.
That sounds about right.
Does that sound right?
Well, hold on. We might have to edit that because there's multiple people guessed, but one came in definitely first.
Right.
Dun dun dun. And there's a timestamp on. Unfortunately, there at the time I watched it, there was a decent timestamp on it because, but now it's
1 month ago.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Wait, isn't it? I think it's actually wasn't it Death Lord X? I Found You.
Ah, okay. We're gonna have to go through.
By the way, I like your hair.
Yeah. Then or now. Yes.
So bleep out the other name just so that we don't get a false positive and somebody, because as we learned from that one place where we worked before after 3DO, just because somebody thinks they won, they can actually bring a lawsuit against you.
Yeah.
Remember, that's like, oh, the light on the machine went off. Oh. Somebody told me that means I won, so therefore I'm going to sue. It's like, well, that's not what the light on top of the machine means. Yeah, but somebody told me that. Therefore, I believe that. Therefore, I'm entitled to the prize. It's like, no. Where does that come from?
Yes,
In what
the-
universe does that live? Well, apparently the United States is the universe of the
universe
especially
of-
where you can get a judge to agree with you.
Yeah, the universe of casino gaming.
Yes.
Anyway, so we're officially saying the Death Lord X.
Yes.
Okay,
He's first on the list.
He appears to be first on the list to.
Didn't he also
identify-
list both episodes?
No, he did not. He listed episode 62. There was another one who apparently listed both episodes, but Death Lord X had the first one. Apparently, I mean, if we go by the sequence they appear.
I'm pretty that name. What was it? Well, what was the other one? But obviously,
So we have Death Lord X who identified one episode, and we have who identified both episodes.
okay. So my memory was when we looked at this, and I looked at the timestamps when timestamps were meaningful.
Yes,
Like
helpful.
within an hour after it was posted or so, it was Death Lord X because that type of name sticks in my mind because it was just
Okay.
like instead of like thinking I'm not dissing your name, dude. I'm just saying my handle sucks too on YouTube. So I have several, but and none of them are good. It's like and Google keeps offering to like change them for me and stuff like that. I'm just like, yeah, no. None of the alternative because all the good ones are now taken.
Yeah.
It would just be my name, and it's like, well, screw that. I don't want just my name.
So.
Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that because. Well, I'll get home before you do this. Because
Yes,
there's a
definitely.
one there is one that they keep offering to me that I haven't taken. I probably should take.
So anyway, yes, Death Lord X, get in touch with me, AWAC, and
Or you could message him, you know.
yeah, I can message you or something, and
Or is that going to be part of the contest? You have to like listen 2 weeks in a row.
oh,
Ooh, recover.
nice. Oh, did it
course-
break? Did it break?
Oh, if you roll it, I think yeah.
Oh my gosh.
At least I got the cop off me.
Oh, sympathy. You
Well,
rolled.
no, because I think I get a max of 3 tickets and also
Mm-hmm.
3 cars. So seems somewhat asymmetrical in that regard. But
So yeah, Death Lord X, I'll send you a message, and what's he going to receive?
well, for me,
Yes.
I'm contributing a piece of my 3DO collection.
Uh-huh.
It's a Japanese copy of Jurassic Park Interactive. Or maybe we should bleep that out, and then we'll let him. He's got to he has to post saying what it was, and let us know if if he finds it appropriate, or if, who knows, maybe the Japanese makes it better. I don't know. Some things that people like. I always wonder when I see like animes in their
Yeah.
like original language.
Yeah.
And I've seen this in games too, where it's like, oh, this is so wonderful and so deep and meaningful. But if you actually maybe understood the actual language, you would think, God, this is cheesy. Because you say, oh, the dubbing is terrible. It's like, yeah, but maybe it's literally just the lines. Like you see, like, these fighting games. Because actually, somebody was saying that they'd watched a dubbed version or a semi-dubbed version of The Phantom Menace,
Oh.
and that Jar Jar is not nearly as annoying when he's dubbed. And somebody did that where they basically left him in
You could dub Christopher Walken over Jar Jar, and he
No,
wouldn't
no.
be annoying.
So I think they might have done this in the Phantom Edit too, which is some
okay.
fans recut of it. Which,
Yes.
If you actually look at it, I haven't looked at the whole thing, but parts of it is like there's not that many significant changes. But apparently, one of the big things they did was they gave Jar Jar his own language, so he's like Chewbacca essentially. He's just like doing that.
all right.
And then what they dub in is not what he's actually saying, but like kind of these Zen kind of like almost haiku like things. So that I assume that also means they had to cut out him like stepping in poo or whatever that was, and stuff like that happened in the actual movie. But
All right.
they said it's like, oh, it improves the thing much better. And it's like, yeah, so maybe if there's certain actors who I find annoying. I bet it's like, I wonder if if you see a dubbed version, if it plays totally differently. Like this person's not nearly as annoying.
I wonder if you can go sailing over the cliff.
No,
No? Oh, damn.
there's invisible walls.
Nice drive, couple nice moves, but most of it in the oncoming lane. Aish!
Yeah, whatever. Aish, what was that? So I mentioned
Just improv something, dude.
I just mentioned, yeah.
We're rolling. Come on.
I
Clock's
mentioned
running.
your mom,
Yeah.
like games, because Mother's Day is coming up. It's like,
Oh Lord. Yeah.
you ever get some snazzy accessories for her Android tablet?
Actually, what she could really do with is a proper keyboard. That was another thing I learned, is that she is old enough that she used real typewriters back in the day, and so her fingers are still moving for those positions. But on at least the Samsung tablet, the keyboard is squinched vertically, and so I was watching her thumb, and she would go for the space bar, and she was like way below it and hitting like the edge of the tablet itself, like well beyond the edge of the display.
Interesting.
And so I said, okay, she's going to need a proper keyboard. Also,
maybe she got a Surface. That user interface for Windows 8, say what you will about it, but the touch interface on that is actually probably the simplest of all the tablets. It's very intuitive in terms of swipe, touch, little tiles, very simple. There's no confusing it with the background. The live tile thing makes sense.
Yes.
Well, no, you can have a background on that thing. But yeah, I mean, have you tried 8 or 8.1 more specifically?
Not it. I mean, basically, I walk up to it in a store and immediately am completely unable to use it because they went and changed everything. It's like one of the first things I want to do when I'm looking at a machine is say, okay, what's the resolution of this screen? Because so that if it turns out it's 1366 by 768, I can be pissed off.
What? What are you talking about?
So I have a laptop. It's like 6 years old, and the resolution of this screen, it's a 14-inch laptop. Resolution of the display is 1440 by 900. This is 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. And I figured, okay, display resolution is just going to keep getting better. Whoa, impressive.
I rolled it. Normally I could survive that.
And you're on your back, waving your legs. Interesting with the balloons there.
Yes.
So I figured it's like, okay, display resolution is just keep getting better and better. No. There's some conspiracy somewhere that basically has stuck laptops with 1366 by 768.
Well, cheap
I want to
laptops.
find this man and punch him.
Cheap laptops. Everything else is HD or better now.
Well,
at that resolution. If you're at 14 inches and you're at HD, it's like, oh, how ghetto.
Well, actually, you go on Lenovo's website, and they're little machines. They're 11-inch machines, 1366 by 768. That's all it is.
They're cheap ones.
That's all
yes.
you get. No, these are not. These are like i5s.
Yes. No, first of all, i5 is not an expensive processor. Second of all,
not as
there's
cheap as i3.
an HD option, or there's a model that's HD. Trust me on this.
Uh-huh.
You're looking at the cheap ones. Because yes, that is the absolute bargain basement for resolutions right now. So, but amazingly, Windows 8 actually looks good at that resolution. Shockingly, that's one of the things they worked a lot on that interface. Surprised when you don't have all this, bevelly glass kind of stuff. That and it's funny that that both Android and the iPhone are starting to adopt that style, that flattened style. Because it's like, yes, it's clearer, it's sharper. You shouldn't waste pixels on bezels. And drawing little,
skeuomorphism.
or whatever, or making your thing look like, NyQuil liquid caps and all that stuff.
Yes.
But
the lickable user interface.
But I have both an Android tablet and I got a Surface real cheap, a first gen Surface.
Okay.
And I use as my bedside kind of thing. And actually, shockingly, I even got one of those cheap touch covers that they have, and it's actually fairly typable. They have both the touch and then the type cover, which actually has keys that actually move. But it's still ridiculously thin. But even the touch one, I was like, oh, this is in a pinch. This works. If I really wanted to do some extensive typing, ooh, pretty.
Yes. Oh, and they even changed the sound effects. Actually, it sounds like you're going through a tunnel.
Yeah, this was so much better than Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer. But I don't know why they. Well, okay, yeah, Ridge Racer is why they dumbed this down when they ported this, and then the second version was pure arcade action. This was so lovely. It's so beautiful. I can't help it. So I'll drive right off the edge there. Let's reenact that scene from Brainstorm. There's my semi truck. There's an obscure.
What? Oh, come.
This guy, it's like, pass him, come on. All right, now let's reenact the last scene from Duel. That's going back to the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, really? This guy? Wow, get this guy for tailgating, for Christ's sake. Come on.
Whoa, hey, he went right through him.
Well, you know,
He clipped right through him.
you call that stunt action physics. Which means no physics at all. How does he suddenly...
Yeah, well, I mean...
Was he drafting before? Was
Is
that,
he-
was that
I'm super...
now on Mythbusters.
Hypermiling. Ah.
Yeah, he's driving a hybrid. Lamborghini or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he basically saves it the last minute to beat me.
Clunk.
See, that part would delight my mom. Just taking out the sign. Yeah, who was it? Somebody I was
Nice
reading.
drive.
Yeah, we saw him. We saw this already.
But somebody was talking about like they were trying to introduce their mom to like video games, and he was doing it around the launch of the 360.
He's trying to introduce with what?
Wait, what? That's not the end of it? Did I miss it?
No, that was it. That was the finish.
Wait a minute. No.
What?
The end of the coast. Was I just not paying attention?
That was the second segment. Was there more to it?
There's-
Do you remember there
There's
being...
3 segments.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, do you have to do like a...
Do you have to like win first or pick a different car?
Because the end of it. Oh, I guess maybe I had to do like a full race with him,
Huh.
where I do like all 3. Because at the end of this, okay, spoiler. It's the end of the Planet of the Apes, where there's the Statue of Liberty sticking up in the sand. And it's like, awesome. So I don't know what the deal is. Do I have to do a different race with him?
So that sounds like an unlockable.
No.
What would today be called an
Because
unlockable?
there's
part of the
3
same?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Because also I was like, where's the snow and the Alpine track? Because there's 3 segments to it. Anyway. But anyways, guy was doing his he was showing his mom video games. Her first video games was going to be the 360, and so she's just getting used to the controls and everything. He's going through like all the launch titles with her.
Oh wow.
He was like, "Oh, Fight Night, that didn't go over so well," and then puts in Condemned. Now, do you remember the game Condemned?
No, I've seen the cover. I've seen the cover box for it. I've never actually played it.
Some people affectionately call it Bum Fight 360. Basically, it's like you're a police officer. You go to an abandoned building to investigate a murder, and then like you get cut off, and then the police think that you've actually committed the murder, and there's like a psychopath who's in the abandoned building, and you're trying to do this police procedural kind of CSI thing. But most of it is actually like first-person melee combat with a lot of really deranged homeless people who live in the building. And the guy was watching.
I think Yahtzee mentioned this in passing when he was describing some other game.
It's actually very well done for a launch title. But anyway, he was describing this thing. He goes, "Yeah, she was starting to get the hang of the controls, and then I just watched in horror as my mom stepped back to dodge the attack of the homeless person, zapped him with a taser, and then moved in for the kill with a piece of rebar." Because I slid my chair ever so slightly away from her at that moment. It was like very cold and calculating. She like, okay, hit him with the taser, stun him. Okay, now finish him off with the piece of rebar.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, it's all here. You want to try? Now, am I doing a quick race or what's the deal here? Audio all, is there something different? Because yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So,
Unless you
change the game type. Excuse me.
game type what? I mean skill level, but what's
Right.
the game type?
Well, I mean, he blathered, the narrator guy, X-Man, blathers on earlier. He says there's 2 types. There's you race me or you do a time trial thing.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Does this one at least let you quit? Did they learn that?
Well, you could pause it, and a menu did show up when you paused it.
Well, except I gotta sit through the loading screens. Innovation, show something during the loading screen. There we go. Quit game, game options, instant replay. Wasn't I racing Iceman though?
That's what it looked like.
Or is he gonna now blather?
Oh, what's wrong? Does your widow waste car driver want to go home?
Okay.
So,
Phenomena.
so if our winner contacts you, is he gonna? That'll be the second part of the contest. You have to listen two episodes in a row to claim your prize. And nobody else pretending to be him, like spoofing his YouTube account or whatever.
No, I'm sure there's a
Private message to you. No, yeah, I'm totally this guy. Yes, I just changed YouTube accounts, and since
we'll figure
double check if he's logged in recently.
we'll figure something out. Yeah, anyway, give us a
If you have any Starcade paraphernalia,
oh my
or
gosh,
swag,
oh my god,
which it should. I asked you about that.
actually. So, if anyone who was crazy enough to watch that episode,
Oh, you wouldn't.
wouldn't what?
Never. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not parting with it,
Ah.
but I still have the Christmas ornament, and
Okay.
it still works.
Maybe you'll append that to the end of this video. You can,
Maybe I will.
let's have some proof that this thing, this is some really good LEDs you have in there, man. You remember to take the battery out of it so it didn't leak after.
There was no battery in it. It was an external battery. It ran off a 9-volt.
Learn that lesson.
Yeah.
Remove your batteries from your toys, kids, or else,
Or else
when you
they'll-
go to sell them on eBay in 10 years, you're going to be acid leaking out.
Yeah, I was surprised to find some of those old Milton Bradley Mattel, handheld electronic games are like selling for
Yeah.
kind of scary amounts of money.
Yes, I know. I keep thinking of all the garage sales that my mom has had since. Going, oh, there it is. Brennan Baird, opponent. Which I'm pretty sure they called him X-Man. At
Okay.
some point, either in the video or someplace, somebody referred to him as X. Either he
Michael
was
St.
marketing
John Smith, the policeman.
Chris Roberts from
Lord British, what?
Yeah, are they basically thanking everybody who hadn't yet been acquired by EA at that point? We're about to be acquired.
British
Special
Columbia Institute of Technology. I guess they came up with the physics model.
Well, actually, I haven't guessed if we hadn't been talking during the beginning of the credits. I'm sure they would have mentioned who the physics model was licensed from. Maybe, so they could have. Hey, wait, did they innovate the? Oh, I was going to say maybe they innovated the scrolling backwards on the credits at this point, but nope, not quite.
No, not quite.
I wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. Well, you can look it up on YouTube. Look up Statue of Liberty 3DO Need for Speed, and I'm sure it will be there.
I'm sure it's in a video somewhere. Videos of
Yeah,
everything else.
I got the biggest chuckle out of that when I saw that. But yeah, I can't remember what it was like if you had to race, or did I have to, basically I didn't set the right mode in here by talking to Mr. X-Man.
Okay, here's the deal. You can fly it solo, race against the clock, or we can have some real fun, and you can take me on.
But I took you on.
What do you say?
Interesting.
It's
Maybe
kind
it's a
of
time
weird.
trial or whatever.
All right, so how do you select that?
Yes, thank you. Well, wait a minute. What is? Huh?
So he's just there. I mean,
Oh, no, that's the car.
that's the car, the road, the controls. All right.
I mean, I'm doing the thing that I always hate, which is,
Main traction control, ABS, opponent video on.
opponent video. Nice, you can turn that off. Oh, I'm so used to like B is back or whatever, It's like on a a
Yeah,
more
yeah.
recent controller, shall we say?
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting, playing modern games and then going back to playing these where controls roll all over the place on Nintendo and 3DO and early PlayStation games, and now they all seem to have settled down to a fairly repeatable, fairly consistent set of controls. Like A does a thing and B backs you out. And,
Oh, interesting.
oh, what'd you do?
I hit play when I was on the. Yeah, see, this is. Nope, he's still there. What the hell?
There.
Is there an option maybe in the game itself?
Game options.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nothing that isn't already there.
Wow, I don't know.
Oh,
Well, I don't know.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Well, that was a fun little trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
One of the better 3DO games. This also plays with the analog controller, apparently.
Really?
Pretty well.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I keep saying I should bring that over on some of these games. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Wing Commander or something like
Wing Commander, or does it work?
Wing
with,
Commander is not just for steering, but
work
because
with,
it's got
Starfighter?
because it's got the yes, I believe so.
Yes.
It's got the extra buttons, which makes really good in Wing Commander because you've got the
all those
the
like
hat
squad commands and
yeah, like the little hat controller, the thumb stick that goes onto your because it's an analog stick, but then there's a little thumb digital stick in that, and then of course you got the multiple buttons on both the triggers and the top, and also on the base. It's just like it makes Wing Commander much more bearable. Wing Commander 3, not Super Wing Commander. That's a piece of crap. So, they didn't do much in the way of porting that. I mean, we should do Super Wing Commander. I believe I have it.
Really?
It's just for the really, guys, you couldn't record him saying you got 3, you got 5, you got 7. You had to piece it together from you got 4, Maverick. It's just like you have a CD, okay? Oh, lead artist, programming. Let's see, artist, track modeling, SR, digital art. Philip Chow. Just, these names are vaguely familiar.
Additional music.
Audio post-production. Back when you only needed one tester.
Yes.
It says lead tester, so we'll assume that he has minions who live in their cars and aren't paid much.
I walked up to the door. I ran up to the door. I jumped up and down in front of the door. I threw grenades at the door.
Oh, you have to include a link to that.
That was a great summary.
Yeah, that showed up on Gama Sutra. Is that where you originally found it, or
no? I found it. Somebody had linked to it on the Book of Faces.
But it showed up as a blog posting on Gama Sutra like the next day after you gave that to me. Yes, that is. I'm going to. I think I should get that printed poster size and put it above my desk.
Yes,
But,
the door problem. Yes.
Yes, which it's funny. I've worked on games where doors were a big issue. That's why I was doubly fine. Where it's like literally we were like in the middle of. Well, I joined the team a little bit. Yeah, Lord British, Chris Roberts. What do you know? Where I joined the team, and it was like, okay, this is an alpha. We're showing it to the execs.
Yeah.
And literally, they get up to the first door. The door slides open. Okay. And it's like, stop the demo, stop the demo. That door doesn't look really good. It's like, it's an alpha.
Yeah.
It's like 1/1000th of the game, you know, where it's like much bigger things. But nope, we gotta stop doing this. You gotta fix that door. And it's like,
Duly
okay.
noted.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's literally like, it became a big deal. And it's like, every game after that, at this company, the first thing to go in was doors. Really, really exquisitely opening doors. Doors that was like, would slide open with perfection and animate and was complete with sound and, and could never glitch and be stuck or anything. So it's like, and in the code, it was just shocking that like doors have no reason of being their own thing, really. They really, a door. It animates open. Maybe sometimes it has to be locked because whatever. Maybe sometimes it has to be locked because, there's nothing behind it and, it's got to wait till it opens.
Yeah.
Very simple code. But I just remember seeing doors having their own file, their own logic, like often their own like sub AI state machine or whatever. All of it, and it's like it all be traced back to like this one just demo to an exec who just couldn't get past, literally, the door. It was just like, that's a really crappy looking door. My God, this is terrible. You got to stop. Right? You got to fix that right now, like tomorrow.
Fix it right now.
Exactly. It's like, don't you want to see all the advanced character modeling and lovely environments that we have?
With my name on it, unless that door is fixed.
Yeah, the lovely.
I go fast and high.
The lovely environments, the sound design, the correction values, the wonderful, story and puzzles and all this stuff. Next gen, no, we gotta fix the doors. and apparently that's like every exec has some fetish like this. Apparently, what was it? I saw this about like the guys who did Too Human. Who are no longer Silicon Knights or whatever. They were doing an X-Men.
Too Human. Oh my gosh.
They were doing an X-Men.
One of Yahtzee's epic SmackDown interviews.
Well-
Two Humans, my favorite kind of game to review because it's bad. None of that wishy-washy mediocrity where they have to admit that the soundtrack was nice or that the gameplay was slightly more entertaining than
I'm
lacerating
guessing-
my gums on the edge of a rusty tin. This is just all bad all the time.
Too Human is my favourite kind of game to review because it's bad. None of that wishy-washy mediocrity where I have to admit that the soundtrack was nice or that the gameplay was slightly more entertaining than lacerating my gums on the edge of a rusty tin. This is just all bad all the time.
No, actually, I played it. It's not that bad.
Okay.
I actually kind of enjoyed what I was playing. Now, if I'd been waiting 2 years for it with bated breath, yeah, I'd be kind of pissed.
Okay.
But no, I thought it was perfect. I thought it had an original idea. It had some nice ideas in there. And I thought, oh, this could be an interesting series to see what it develops into. But it's just like there was so much drama in the production of the game with the lawsuits going back and forth between Silicon Knights and Epic and all that stuff. But they were talking about during the production, like one of the things that was distracting them was Silicon Knights, and they had some deal with Activision or something about making an X-Men game. And somebody was talking about like one of the producers just had a thing about that truck's got to be red. like you know, everything else is totally broken in the game. It's like that truck's got to be red.
Duly noted.
Exactly. Like it's in like making like in the final game, you notice like almost every truck is red. You know, it's like okay, red. Okay, we just stop. It's like not worried about like the game is horribly late, the horribly broken. Nothing's, you know, it's going to be a terrible game.
Truck's red.
But the truck is red. Yes, the truck has been made red. It's like,
actually, when I was read the door problem thing, I was remembering the considerations that I had to give to doors in Monster Manor.
yes,
Which is
they open.
can
you close them again?
do the doors swing open or do they slide open?
Yes.
The answer was they swing open.
Yes.
Then the next question was, if they swing open, do they shove the player out of the way?
Yes.
And so I punted on that. Basically,
Most games do.
Yeah, so basically it's
They
a
swing
solid
either way?
block. It's a solid block. If the door is closed, it's a solid block, and you bump up against it as if it's a solid block. The door is open, then you can go through it. It's basically a transplant. So it's those two states. So you're never really shoved out of the way. The enemy, you're never close enough that the door would shove you out of the way, so to speak.
Most games solve that problem the other way, which is the doors open either way. So whichever side of the door is on, they open away from you, so that there's no worry about collision detection or phasing through the door in any way, shape, or form. Because it's like, wow, that's some really weird architecture. Or they just make doors that slide. You know, that's the other way to do it. That's the other way to get around it. You'll notice that like Doom did that, and
Right.
I think Quake even still did that.
Yeah.
Also because, well, for Quake and Doom,
Actually,
I think it's because
in Hexen, the doors swung open and shoved you out of the way.
Oh, interesting. I remember that being like an early thing with the Quake/Doom engine was if the doors
I think
slid.
it's Hexen 2, actually, but yeah.
If the doors slid, it actually meant that there was no issue with the BSP trees.
Right.
Because everything had to be brushes.
Right, because
the first
they only
few
went
ones.
up and down.
Right.
They didn't go sideways.
It wouldn't cause problems with the BSP trees. And then
Right.
I guess finally realized, well, not everything in the world has to be a goddamn brush. I think they probably figured that out for Hexen. So it was like, you know, the doors are probably just like little physics objects on
Special
top
case.
of the
Yeah.
world, like they did in Dark Forces or something like that. But yeah. Wow, we're really drowning out here. Look at that lovely glass logo. We've got a ray tracer. Early 3D. Now you can do that in real time.
Yeah.
Real time.
I don't know.
Yes,
Really?
yes. Real time ray tracing.
Refracting?
Real time ray tracing. They showed it at GDC on mobile GPUs. They actually have a ray trace engine, and I think it's Power VR, whatever, was showing off a rate. Basically, one section of their GPUs devoted entirely to ray tracing.
Really.
And on a mobile,
Intersecting
and a mobile
vectors.
and a mobile GPU. And I was thinking, God, what's that for? And I was like, oh, wait a minute, augmented reality is probably like something you'd want. Because like, why would you want that on a mobile GPU? Or why do you have to be that specialized? And it's like, somebody's thinking of augmented reality.
It's going to add it to Foculus, Facebooky, whatever they're calling
Oh,
it.
are you still mad about
Man. Well,
Are you just mad because they didn't give you $2 billion or whatever the heck they paid for?
No, what made me mad was when Facebook bought whatever the hell it was, that messaging service for $19 billion. And I just went, wow, if I write an XMPP client, can I have $19 billion too?
Well, I assume they had some infrastructure beside them or whatever. It wasn't just an app, was it? I mean, didn't they actually have server type stuff?
It was, they had server type stuff. Apparently the big trick was your phone number was your ID. So it was basically a substitute for the text messaging service
Right.
that
Yeah.
your phone provider had, but in Europe was hideously expensive.
Right.
So
you
they
just have to. Well, remember, you just have to be the last guy who comes up with something. Remember that. So that's what they taught us at school. It was like it's not the first guy who gets the credit; it's the last guy who gets the credit. Like it's like, oh, do you know who invented this? Wrong. It was really somebody much earlier invented calculus, but because this guy actually wrote it down and documented it so well that nobody ever questioned that he invented it ever again. So that's why the last guy is the guy who gets the credit. That's not the first guy. So I was like, yes, people I'm sure did similar things. There are several apps that did that, but the guy who did so well that everybody used it and called it Kleenex or whatever instead of facial tissue, they're the ones that get the money.
I am never forget the first time I meet the great Lobachevsky. In one word, he tell me secret of becoming a great mathematician. Plagiarize.
Oh, yeah. yes. Facebook. I actually ordered an Oculus Rift, the new ones, the DK2 variety,
Okay.
and actually might have gotten
The big
in.
blue F.
What?
With a big blue F on the side?
What? No, it's the it's the dev kit
Okay.
version 2. But technically, it was made before the announcement.
Right.
I ordered it after the announcement though because I think I got a chance to actually get in because a lot of people canceled their orders because of the whole Facebook thing.
Okay.
Well, you saw Minecraft, the guys.
Yeah, but, Marcus Pearson said, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. And I'm sure he'll change. Well, then again, he probably doesn't give a crap because he's got so much money now. But yeah, he might have a change of heart later when it's like, oh yeah, I never say never. But then it's like, I'm sure the guys at Bungie originally said, sell to Microsoft. Sure, nah, that'll happen. We're Mac guys all the way, dude. How many zeros in that check? Okay.
VRville.
What? Yeah. You laugh. Wouldn't you want to just have an Oculus Rift just to play around with?
I've never actually seen one in person. I'm actually kind of hoping for the Cast AR. Will do relatively well, which is created by a friend of mine named Jerry Ellsworth. Done a lot of excellent work on that thing.
See, at least with the Oculus, you
And
have
the
a way to
Cast AR
watch.
I've seen in person. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Cast AR?
I have not seen a Cast AR, but
Okay.
I assume it's something like what the 3DS does, which is
No.
if you've ever played with a 3DS. And no. In terms of
I think the 3DS
no.
uses a
I'm not
lenticular
talking
grid.
that. No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the 3DS has a camera on it.
Yeah.
And then one of the things is like if you point at the desktop, it'll like little thing like things will start coming out of it, like like a little trapdoor open up in the desktop, and like little stuff will come out, and then it's like, oh look, it's a little game. There's little creatures playing on your desk. Isn't that cute? Or oh look, I'm playing Face Tris or whatever, where it's like people's faces suddenly get detached and do stuff.
No, I have not seen that.
Well, it's one of the few cool
I
things.
don't get
that
out
the
much
3DS
anymore,
that's
do
what
I? Apparently.
that's one of the few cool things the 3DS can do.
Oh, okay.
Is it does the augmented reality thing
Mm-hmm.
where it's like it has a camera and you can play games where
Mm-hmm.
it's like stuff has been kind of put into the environment, kind of. I'm sure there are other good games for the 3DS, but yeah. I have not partaken in it. But leave it up to Nintendo. And people have done that. But yes, I'm sure the Cast AR is cool. And who knows? Maybe Facebook has so much money they could probably just buy every last one of the augmented reality / virtual reality setups.
Kind of screwed.
Although I thought it was kind of funny that they let slip last week. They said that Mark Zuckerberg asked for a personal demonstration of Sony's Morpheus, like the week before he bought Oculus.
Oh.
It's like, what does that say about
Okay.
what he thought of the two? It's not like Facebook. Well, actually, I don't know. If Facebook's actually made Sony an offer for their gaming division, he probably would have said yes, because they've been doing everything to raise capital. I mean, yeah, the PS4 is selling okay, but it's not clear how much money they're making off it. And also, they've been selling an awful lot of stuff to try and get their, because they've been losing money, I guess, on TVs and phones and stuff. So
Yeah, they're Sony's doing a huge amount of reorganization. And,
yeah, but I thought that was funny. It's like, yeah, Zuckerberg asked for a personal demonstration. Of course, you don't say no to Mark Zuckerberg. And then okay, I'm going to go buy Oculus. Because either he thought Oculus
on
was
the
that
bag
much
at
better,
Fry's? Oh,
or he thought that he basically, I guess you could say it's like he either thought either Oculus was worth more money, or he thought Sony's wasn't going to be much of a competition if he did buy it or something. So, or if they figured like, well, if Sony's doing virtual reality, then there must be something to this newfangled virtual reality thing that we've been talking about since the 1993 or whatever.
1990, trying the 1950s with 3D, red, blue, 3D.
That's not, well, that's a little different. I mean,
This is it.
yeah, it's a little different than 3D, than just 3D. Yeah, if you got a new set, dude, you could do 3D. Well, you sort of supposed to be able to do 3D, but
You can just plug in. You have to plug in the right hardware, but you can do well. I mean,
You don't have
okay, you can do
glasses, do you?
3D. You can do 3D with an NVIDIA card on my TV set. I know. I've
or-
tested it. It works. The trouble is, like getting all that set.
or I could, or my Blu-ray player does 3D on your set as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the one company that doesn't make, that never made a 3D set, or at least a DLP set, is the one that is the only company who makes a Blu-ray player that actually supports DLP sets natively with 3D. It's like, what? It's like Samsung? No. Mitsubishi? No. It's Panasonic? Yes. It's like, what? Why? I don't get it. Whatever. All right. Well, let's wrap this up.
Okay,
After
let's
some
wrap
heavy
this up.
editing.
Yeah, we're kind of like seriously off the rails here, but that's okay.
I'm hungry and I've got to have dinner. So.
Well, all right. We'll let you go and have dinner, and thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
So nice to know you. How are you? I'm fine. Good. You got any hobbies or anything you want to tell us about?
Yeah, I'm into computers and electronics.
Ah, good for you. What's that in your hand?
This is a little goofy Christmas ornament I put up as a college project.
Uh-huh.
It just flashes lights randomly. I don't think you can see it in the lights.
Good. Well, in that case, disconnect the battery and we'll move on. All right, nice to...
Still got it, and it still works.
He's out of the car! Grab him! Grab him! Hurry up! Come on, come on!
Word is you made a wrong turn, Jack.
No one ever got ahead sitting on their hands, now did they, Sam?
Nobody from our block, at least. You know I can help you straighten that out.
And my end?
What you do best. What you do better than anyone. Right now. Yes or no?
You knew the answer before I even walked to the door.
The race is from San Fran to New York. The best racers ever assembled. You win, I will handle your problem and give you a 10% cut.
Whoa, 10%?
The purse is 25 million. Do the math.
After you.
This will keep us in touch. Now we have to get you a car.
Cars. I got covered.
to Knob Hill or you'll miss the race start.
Echo 2-1 here. Got a large number of exotic cars in the Knob Hill area. Is there a 1022 scheduled? Negative. How many cars? I got at least 50. More rolling in every minute. Coordinating units. Stand by. Okay, yeah, this is definitely some kind of street race. Roll back up as soon as you can. Copy that. Multiple units already en route. Alright, this situation's heating up. Where's that backup? Roger that, pursuit en route. Affirmative on that 1085. Stand by. Alpha 2-2 on scene. You better send more units. We're outnumbered at least 20 to 1 up here. Copy that. Send in everybody I can. Stand by.
Jack, you have to get to Las Vegas in the top 150.
Copy that.
Where the hell are all these guys coming from? HQ's ordered full containment. I want all major roadways to the city shut down now.
Cops are shutting down the city, Jack. You've got to get out now.
Those things are taking over the city. We need traffic control now. Copy that. Send up containment grid. Stand by. Multiple targets on view. Alpha 2-1, can you clear for backup? Negative, code 3. Pursuit with an orange Zonda. Patrol units, cancel 1096 and attend the nearest major intersection. Stop all traffic. Repeat, stop all traffic. Units be advised. Got a code 6 for the police scanner in his vehicle. Keep all roadblock locations off the air.
Head for the bridge.
Got it. Got a suspect sitting down under the Bay Bridge. Turn 2-1, you clear to assist? Negative. Got an M3 going way over the limit. Definitely a street racer. Go with code 3. I need units for a 1059. Who's free? Units coming in from other districts. Stand by. Out of control. Where's my backup? ETA 1 minute. Stand by. Heads up. Got a black M3 out of control here. Hold position. Hold position.
Hey guys, it's Duke092 and I'm showing you the easiest way to get bounty in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now I want you to click on Blacklist 15 and then go over to the bounty and click on that. Alright, now I want you to click on Rosewood Fire Station and then jump to the location. Now once you're here, I want you to hit left on the D-pad, not start like I did, and click on that pursuit breaker. However, you know, I kind of show you, give you a little more time to see it in the video. It's this one right here. Where you need to actually go is below it, but I'll be showing you in the video. Just follow the arrow most of the way. As you see here, you take a left. It's pretty easy. Just follow this. Now, just kind of telling you what's going on. I have 5 times bounty, so this is going to be the hardest it will ever be for you. This is literally the end of the game for me. This is the last milestones I'll need. So it won't be this hard for you starting out, and trust me, about many times you get this. Just pass that place up, I'm rambling. Go through this building right here, break through the glass, and you need to go up that ramp. I'm trying to go up, but I get in a predicament. Crap hits the fan, so I go up this ramp, and then you need to take a right over here and go break through the glass to the left. There's this little place you can drive up to once you get all the way to the end and park. However, Duke gets on my booties, so I have to drive off and do a little mad dash for my life. Pro tip, turn off auto save. That way if you get busted, just dashboard and try again. Yeah, so I do this little quick time event thing, whatever that is, slows down time. And I get up here, and I get on the very edge and park, and they will have extreme trouble getting up there. Now every once in a while they will get up there, but if they do, just drive off and do what I'm about to do when I show it to you. But yeah, tips, this is great for milestones. Like if you need one for 10 minutes, this is ideal. Same for if you need to get 20,000 bounties, well not 20, but whatever. Anyway, if Duke gets behind you like that, you need to drive forward and take a left up here. I usually go through the pursuit breaker, but crap hits the fan. I thought I was about to wreck. I just go this way. What you want to do is go this forward and then take a right, and all you're doing is circling around and getting some cops off your tail trying to. There'll pretty much always be a roadblock there. Just drive past it. It's nothing real big. And just, yeah, do this again. Get up there, get on the little thing, and wait some more. Yeah, it's easy. Trust me, this is the easiest way for you to get bounty. And it's a great system. It's not perfect, but it is a great system. Trust me, getting bounty in this game is just annoying. And as you see here, I fast forward to where my milestone actually completed. Now, to get the cops off of you, I'm having a little trouble backing up here. Performance issues, this never happens. Just back up right here to get the cops off of you, and go right here. And get all up against that glass and get in the middle and then just park. Now if anybody comes up the ramp, either way, go the opposite direction of them and they'll pretty much always wreck because they try to take a turn towards you too wide and they'll flip off the edge. So this is a great place. My brother found this place and I'm so thankful he did. But yeah, really easy way, man. This is the way to get bounty in this game. Awesome. Cheating, but it's fun. So yeah, Duke092 signing off. I hope you guys have a great day, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and feel free to subscribe. All that good old mess. Peace out.